Whoa. Man, I am up in this thing now. Well, we ready to rock and roll. Listen. Let's go. I know that's the sound right there. That is get your tail up and moving. Man, listen. Today is gonna be one of them type of shows. Let me tell you. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in via iHeartRadio, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, as well as Spotify. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, listen, I want to go ahead and start off right now by saying everything that you hear is true. I wish I could make this stuff up, because if I could, you guys have no idea the level of rich that I would be. I'm still gonna be that. But yeah, listen. Alright, so we go ahead and I don't know what I did with my other glasses. I still gotta unpack, and so I hadn't found them yet. But what up, Cammy Jammy? What's happening? Yo, like I said, we're gonna have a great show today. So on tonight's show, we're gonna do a reunion recap. Pretty Smiles, what's good? Blessed by the best. What's happening? We're gonna do a reunion recap. We also gonna talk about airport fails, customer service, and the Twilight Zone. Whew. Listen, and so I do want to get started off by saying, loving me a rose. What up, Pops? It's gonna be a little bit different format today, but I want y'all to think about the time. Has there ever been a time in which you have felt like you were in the Twilight Zone? And I mean in the Twilight Zone on the Alfred Hitchcock side of the game, where you know this ain't really happening. This ain't what I actually heard. Or whatever. Simone the Redbone was good. Like, I know what I thought I heard and what I thought I heard. You can't tell me I actually heard. I know this. I know this had to happen. And so listen, when I get to that point, y'all gonna know. And everyone that's heard this story, or has been part of this story, I'm just teasing it right now. Y'all gonna be like, what? Are you for real? Are you for real? Did that really happen? And I will say to you, yes. Because sometimes people just don't understand who they talking to. And you've had those moments in which, hey, who you talking to? That you feel like you can just say that. And so yeah, we're gonna get to it. So listen, since last week, I have come to the realization that traveling with babies is not, I repeat, is not my thing. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me take these off, yo. I know I look tired. I ain't had much sleep in the last 4 days. Traveling with babies is not my thing at all. Now, I enjoy traveling. I have been on planes with kids. Kids that sat behind me, kids that got parents that have allowed them to be extra loud on the plane, kids that have been allowed to kick seats, put their feet in between seats, and all that stuff. Y'all know. Y'all have seen those parents who just let anything go as long as they kid ain't bothering them. I'm not one of those parents. I can't just let my kid do whatever. Finale forever. What up, though? Finale forever. What up? Too many shows. But I can't just let my kid just do whatever. And on this flight, we got 3. the two little ones, we were all sitting on the same row, but we had two lap babies, right? And so what they ended up doing when they made me move, I had to move from the row with my wife and the other two kids. And I had to take the baby to the other side. Because I did not realize that there were only 4 of those little yellow masks that dropped down. And so we was over by one person. So yeah, that happened. But everything was going fine. Everything was going fine until it came to the point where we thought that the takeoff was going to be bad because these babies had never been on a plane before. You know, your ears get to popping. We thought that part was going to be the worst part, and it was not. It didn't bother them. They were just eating away. My wife made these charcuterie board snack packs. Like, it had all kind of stuff in there. It had like crackers and grape slices and Rice Krispie bits and fruit snack bar bits and all these different things in this charcuterie kit. It was dope. I was like, dang, baby, that was a really, really good idea. But I got to the point where I felt like the baby, she ate the whole thing. I knew that I was gonna have to change the diaper on the plane, and it was gonna be a bad one. Oh, it was gonna be a bad one. And so I didn't want to feed her too much, but I wanted her to have enough that she didn't cry about being hungry. Because that little girl can eat. Thunder can eat. I'm just feeding her away. Boom, boom, boom. She going to town. Eating away. Bow, bow, bow. But I can't let her put her hand in there. I gotta do it. I gotta feed her. Because she gonna have a mess. She gonna make a mess. Hands in her hair, hands on her face, hands on everything with baby slob and anything else that you can imagine. Baby slob, snot, juice from grapes, touching everything, including me. And of course, we did not pack. Like the wet naps and the wipes and everything, those were up above. I'm not gonna set the baby down while the plane's in the air. And my wife got a baby in her lap, so we kind of stuck in trying to get the boy to do anything constructive on call. That ain't what you want to do. That ain't what you want to do at all. And so we're sitting here, and now we're probably about 35 minutes into the flight, and our flight left. We had a 6:00 flight, and of course the plan was we get on the plane. The baby should still be sleepy. They'll just get over the excitement of being in the plane, get over the ears popping, and then bada bing, bada boom, they go to sleep. It didn't work out like that at all. She had the older baby girl, and she sat there and she just ate away, and she was quiet. She had one moment of loudness, and then other than that, she was fine. Not your boy. Not me. I didn't get that. Baby girl, she losing it. Hollering and screaming all over the place. I'm embarrassed as hell. But I'm trying to figure out how to get her to be quiet. I gotta get her to be quiet. I gotta pull her. I gotta keep her from pulling the lady's ponytail in front of me, kicking the back of the seat. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy in which I'm just gonna let my kid, even though she's 1, go crazy. But I'm struggling now. I'm struggling at this point. And she not letting up. She's so tired that she can't even figure it out. I'm like, just lay here. Just lay here. And of course, she don't want to lay here because she acting like she in the Matrix, trying to dodge my hold. Now, I don't want to pass her over somebody. But I'm sitting there, finally, 35 minutes left in the flight. She goes to sleep. And I get 14 minutes worth of sleep. 14 minutes, because I was already up at 3. I'm dying. I had already sweated loading up the truck. We rode to the airport like the Clampetts. We were the Beverly Hillbillies. We had stuff piled all the way to the back. It was like a U-Haul truck where you only had to use the side mirrors because the back of the truck was blocking the way. It was horrible. I'm already sweating. We get to Houston. Houston is they need to nickname it hell. It was so hot. If hell is hotter than that, I'm definitely gonna live right. That is non-negotiable at this point. I have to live right because I do not like being that hot. Like, I don't think I had ever been that hot. Like, you're just sweating for no reason hot. Like, I know that when we got to the car rental place, of course you take all the stuff off the little shuttle bus. My whole back was misty. I know it was a whole lot of moist backs all over the Houston area. It was 100 degrees every day. Everybody's back was moist. It was so hot that heat just opened the door. When you got ready to open your car door, the heat came in before you could get out. You had you cussing. Every time. You went from inside to outside. It was some cussing. Damn. Shit. It's hot than a mother. But it's all good. We put up with the heat because we made it to Houston for our family reunion. This was dope. I was excited about seeing my family. Even some of the ones that we ain't all the way right yet. But it was one of those things where, all right, I got to be in the twilight zone because it's that damn hot. It's that damn hot. But it's whatever. We gonna figure it out. Go in the hotel, get there early. I'm not used to being able to check in before 10 o'clock. The lady at the front desk, she really looked out. And when I tell you she looked out for us the whole weekend that she was there. Shout out to Jasmine S. at the hotel we were at. Jasmine S. She came through. She got us a room quick. Everything we needed to get figured out. She got figured out. Didn't ask for nothing special, anything extra, nothing like that. But she got us figured out and was always smiling and happy with doing it. Like, we had families coming in waves. 170 people at this reunion. Waves. They just coming in waves. And not once did she blink or show any sign of not being happy with being able to assist us with the stuff that we needed. Like, overall, I feel like I got a dope family, so we weren't gonna be that difficult anyway. But it was hot. And hot make people do things that they wouldn't normally do. But everything was all fine and dandy. Family coming in, we having a good time. That evening is where it all went left. Now, in the beginning, it was so hot that they were giving out waters as our family was checking in. 2 waters, boom, here you go. No charge, here you go. We know it's hot, here, get these waters, take these waters, cool. That evening, the boy, y'all all know the boy, he goes up and tries to go get a water. I guess the lady at the front desk decides that, you know what, we can't give you no water. We got to charge you for the water. We're going to charge it. We don't have to charge it to your room. And he said, Okay. What's your room number? 531. And who's your dad? We gave him my name. And that was enough for her to allow a 9-year-old to charge a water to my room, to our room. That was enough. And here's the crazy part. I wasn't the one that made the reservation. I just took over the reservation from, my aunt. But he walks up with the water, and I'm like, where'd you get the water from? He was like, oh, I got it from the front desk, but they charged it to the room. Excuse me? On whose authority did they charge? Did they allow you to charge a water to the room? Hold on. It's 11 o'clock. You've been playing too hard. It's 12 o'clock back home. You know what? You done played so hard and you done stayed up too late that you done forgot that you was a damn kid. What up, bro? You done forgot that you was a damn kid. Hold on. You gotta go. So I take him upstairs. He goes to bed. When I come back down, I had to go to the front desk because I had to see. I needed to see how this made sense to anybody. That a 9-year-old, a minor, or anybody that just knows my name and where my room number is can charge something to my room. And so when I walked up to the desk, Eli and Patrice Mitchell, that works at the Hilton Garden Inn in Pearland, Texas, 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway. I asked the question, hey, in what world do you guys allow a 9-year-old to charge something to a hotel room that they're not paying for? And Patrice Mitchell, that works at the Hilton Garden Inn, 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway, Pearland, Texas, responds with, maybe you need to do a better job of watching your kids. I've got to be in the twilight zone right now. I know that she did not just say that. Is that your response to my question about how you guys will allow a 9-year-old to make charges to somebody's room? Yeah, you need to put a restriction on your room. And that way that type of stuff won't happen. But it's our policy. Oh, whoa. Let's get back to maybe you need to do a better job of watching your kids, because it's not about the charge. It's not about the money. I don't care about the $2 that you charge to the room. I got a problem with you guys allowing anybody, not just this kid, but anybody with the ability to be able to do that at the Hilton Garden Inn at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway at Pearland, Texas, 77584. I have a problem with that, but we got a different issue about you questioning my parenting skills from behind this desk. I don't know you and you don't know me. But that's your response. That's the response that you give while you're in the hospitality industry. You know what? I can't talk to you right now, because what I'm about to say is not going to get me the result that I'm looking for. You're not the person to talk to. I know you're not the person to talk to, because the persons who talk to would not respond like that. And so I went back and I sat down and I was like, I felt like I was in the twilight zone, because I know I didn't just hear what I thought somebody just said to me, that you need to do a better job of watching your kids. Yeah. You need to do a better job of watching Watching your kids. That is what that lady said to me. That is what Patrice Mitchell let come out of her mouth. I had to go back and sit down. And when my family was like, what happened? Because they had never seen me that upset. They had never heard so many cuss words back to back. I know this mother, blah, 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 did not say what I thought she just said. And all of them, there was a few of them that was like, you want me to go back up there? No, I don't know. I don't want you to go back up there. And so I pulled out my phone. I downloaded Yelp because I didn't have it on my phone. I downloaded Yelp and I started typing up one of the worst Yelp reviews that I could think of. And I wanted to make sure that I hit every damn point. And my brother, which everybody kind of looks at me like I'm usually the cool-headed one. My brother was like, hey, Jay, don't send that yet. Save it, but don't send it. Wait to see what type of resolution is. And if you don't get the resolution that you're looking for, go on, send it. Man, I wanted to send that so bad. I wanted to send it so bad because there ain't no way that I'm gonna be cool with that. Like, this happened day one, night one. I'm supposed to be staying in this hotel for the next till Sunday, and this is on Thursday night. I'm gonna see her again, but what your problem is, you guys have allowed this lady talked to me like I was just anybody and not somebody. And that bothered me. It bothered me. Thursday night, I woke up at 6:15. I was up earlier than that. Preparing this show. On Friday night, while I was on vacation, I was like, oh, I have a whole segment in regards to customer service dedicated towards Patrice Mitchell that work at the Hilton Garden Inn in Houston in the Pearland area at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway, Pearland, Texas, 77584. That she would let those things come out of her mouth. And here's the crazy part. We go out Friday. Friday, I come back in. I need to speak to some. I got to talk to somebody. I speak to the general manager. I almost felt a little brushed off. He was like, I'm going to talk to my team. I'm going to talk to my team, da, da, da. We don't usually have problems with people charging stuff to their room, to other people's rooms. And I'm like, listen, Antonio A. Caro, general manager at Hilton Garden Inn. Y'all getting hung up on the charge. It's $2. I didn't even ask for that back. I didn't ask for anything but some respect. You're not just gonna talk to me any kind of way. It ain't about the charge. The charge is just a match. That you need to do a better job of watching your kids. That's the dynamite. That's the gas. And when I told him that, because he had already been told the story, he was already made aware of the story. She told her side first because she knew that she was wrong. She told her part of the story first because she knew that she was wrong. She told the story as if I came up there cussing. And the worst thing that I said was, hey, if this is your policy, if this is the policy, that is some of the goofiest shit I ever heard in my life. Because what I can do is I know a lot of people that stand in this hotel. And when I was a kid, I knew room numbers because I wanted to go see my cousins. And if I just so happen to be hungry, and I just so happen to want some of them probably $3 M&Ms. Hey, Linda Brown, room 313, said that I could get some candy and charge it to her room. And all y'all gonna do is be like, okay. And Linda Brown, at the end of her stay, if it was that easy, would probably about 15 charges of candy and coke. Come on, man. So yeah, that's some of the goofiest shit I ever heard. Cause as a kid, I could just go up and just get candy and tell somebody a number and a name. Shit. What? All right. So this is y'all. All right, cool. This is y'all policy, but we ain't got past this. You need to do a better job of watching your kids. We not past that. I'm not over that. But I told him I got this Yelp review that I'm trying not to post, but I don't feel good about how I feel when this person is if I still got to interact with this person. Like, you can say you sorry that I had to deal with that. Yeah, whatever. All right, cool. We go out that night, come back. We come back on Friday night from karaoke, and she's sitting at the front desk. Had a little smirk on her face. She was proud of herself. She felt like she crushed it. Yeah, Mr. Jason, Patrice. All right. So she's still being antagonistic in this situation. All right, cool. Cool, that's what you want. I know you working. That's what she don't know is I had a conversation and somebody had spoken to me about her other profession. I come down the next morning. She's standing there. She had just got off her shift. I got down right in time. And when I tell you, God works in mysterious ways. She was lit again when she saw me. There he is. Hey, Jason. I was just telling her about you. Oh, you were? Because I've seen that lady that she was talking to earlier. I didn't know who she was. And you was just talking about her. You shouldn't be so excited about how our interaction went as far as your customer service is concerned. With you telling me that I need to do a better job of watching my kids. Oh, no, that's not what I said. What? Hold on now. Let's not do this now. You was all charged up. You was all charged up on Thursday night. You was lit. That's exactly what you said. Don't try to take it back now. Oh no, that's probably how you just took it like that. It's because of what you said. This is exactly what you said. See, I'm good. I remember stuff like this. This bothered me. Our interaction bothered me. I did not feel good about my dealings with you working, your work. I'm a guest. You were working. I didn't give you that energy when I came up, but I did have a question about in what world that you guys allow kids, or anyone for that matter, to just charge stuff without verifying, whether it's with a room key, a phone call, or anything like that. That's what I had a question about. Well, I didn't hear that part. I just came in on the back end and you sounded like you were mad. And then you told me I needed to do a better job of watching my kids. That's what you said. Like, don't lie. Like, do not do this. And there's a part of me that almost walked off because I'm like, I'm not going to be a goofy debating back and forth with you in front of this lady. Like, you have got to be kidding me. But, all right. You know what? No, I'm not going to walk off. I'm not letting this shit go. You know what? You did say it. You did say it, and you were real nasty. You were super nasty. You working. I own business. I deal with customers. I talk to people that intake my content all the time, and I've never dealt with anybody how you dealt with me, regardless of what they said. Well, I'm sorry you took it like that. Chill. You know what? You can keep that bullshit apology. Anytime anybody says, I'm sorry you felt like that, means that they don't give a damn about what you really felt. They feel like they weren't wrong in this situation. Now, Patrice Mitchell, that's a teacher by day, that work at the front desk by night. Yeah, she did not know that I knew that. And she asked me, did I Google her? And I'm like, hell no. Why would I Google you? I just know shit. But her whole tenor changed behind that. The whole thing changed. Now it's, oh, well, I'm sorry. But I was, no. You were wrong. That's what you were. You were wrong, Patrice Mitchell, that worked the front desk at the Hilton Garden Inn at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway in Pearland, Texas. You were wrong. You were wrong. And she got called out. The lady that she was talking in front of, that she was super lit about, that was the front desk manager. Look at God. That you was lit, not thinking that I was going to have that same type of energy. Thinking I was just going to give up and walk off like I did before. I walked off the day before because I know how I can be. I just start saying hurtful shit. You know, at the end of the day, you know what? It's $2. I just say hurtful stuff and just keep it moving. I feel better after that. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance to rectify it. I gave her a chance to clarify what she meant with her response. And she stood on it. Okay. Cool. You stand on it, I'm going to do what I do. And I'm going to talk about it. And I'll keep talking about it. Because you don't talk to people like that. You don't talk to people like you just, like, they just anybody. Because you could be talking to the wrong person. You don't know me. I come up there and I'm hot and sweaty and my hat turned up like this and you just think that I'm just some random dude. And a random dude I might be. But you have no idea how petty I can be. And when I'm determined to make something happen, I do it. I keep going. Because I'm that guy. You're welcome. You're welcome. And the front desk manager, Toshiba, she apologized on her behalf and she let me know that this is not what they teach people to do customer service. This is not how. They do not condone that level. And she was like, I probably would have done a whole lot worse than you did in that moment. Yeah, I could have. But I'm not there for that. My energy was towards having fun with my family. That's what I devoted my energy to. Not the person who they put on the night shift. That person they put on the night shift ain't really who they want to be the front facing person for their company, but she up there. She up there. I don't know for how long. But she was up there. But yeah. By the end of the checkout, they did give me I had a junior suite. They gave me a rate for somewhere around like the regular room rate. All right, cool. Thanks. It took about $50 off the deal. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't even ask for them to take the water off. The water's still on there. I didn't care about the water. I just needed to see what was going to happen and see if I felt better about the situation when I left. Looked at the $50 and I was just like, $50, but if $50 was worth her being able to say that I needed to do a better job of watching my kids, I can't pretend like it was going to be enough for me not to move forward with complaining about her level of customer service. But I do want to thank Toshiba for at least apologizing on her behalf and not a bullshit, I'm sorry you felt that way. I want to thank Jazz Jasmine S. for doing a good job on the front side. But that damn Patrice Mitchell, who's a teacher by day, work at the front desk at night at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway at the Hilton Garden Inn. Hey, she can go play in traffic for all I care. Look, you can't be that nasty to people. You are in customer service. And the only thing that made that worse, is I flew Southwest on the way back. Southwest put my wife's bag and my bag on another plane. They put our bags on another plane. When we landed in Atlanta, all of our stuff, if I knew her middle name, I would use it. Patrice Bernice. Like, I would use her full name. They put our bags on another plane. All the bags stopped, how the carousel stopped going around, and then all of a sudden, we go, and I'm like, yo, we still missing 2 bags. But we at home, so it's not like missing 2 bags on the front part of the trip. I go in there, and the lady named Miss Sharon that was working at the baggage part for Southwest. She's like, hey, you got your bag tags? Yes, here we go. Boom. She did the bags. Where'd you check your bag? Did you do a late check, or did you check it at the curb, or did you check it at the desk? I checked it at the desk. All right, cool. Here's what we can do. If you want to come back up here and pick them up, we'll give you a $250 gift voucher for any flights to be used within a year. Otherwise, we can just mail them to you. Hey, I don't live far from the airport. I'll come back up here and get them. All right, cool. I'll send you a text message. You can go ahead and hit yes if you want some updates, but we'll call you when your bags get here. It'll be about 5. They called me at 4:58 p.m. Hey, we got your bags. You want to come on up here and get them? We'll have that $250 voucher ready for you. And we greatly apologize for this inconvenience. I brought that paper up there. Boom. Hey, Miss Sharon, I'm back. Y'all say I got the message that y'all gonna have my bags. Here's this paper. You need my ID? Nope, I remember you. She went back there and got the bags and gave me the voucher. Didn't ask for anything. I just wanted my stuff. But she led with customer service. Sharon, I didn't get her last name, that works at the baggage claim part for Southwest at the Hartsville, Atlanta airport. Led with customer service, which made Patrice Mitchell, that works at the Hilton Garden Inn at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway in Pearland, Texas 77584, look that much worse. I was inconvenienced over $2, and she gave me that level of energy. I didn't even know why they was gonna charge us $2, but I was inconvenienced over not understanding how they would allow a 9-year-old or anybody to charge something to my room without verifying with the person who actually is paying for the room. And this lady, she started with $250. And I only didn't have my bags for 4 hours. How you treat people matters. I'm gonna devote some time in order to see what kind of recognition I can get Sharon. And I'm gonna devote some time to see what type of recognition I can get Patrice Mitchell. Because what we're not gonna do is have her just keep talking to folks like that. I just knew I was in the Twilight Zone when I heard that. Like, hold on, who this? I had a few choice words when I got back around my family, and one of the things was, one of the running jokes of the whole reunion was trying to figure out who was in what room so that we can go up there and potentially charge something to their room. Because it's just that easy. It was just that damn easy. Dude, I done talked about this heavy lady for about 40 minutes. And for what? Oh, because she didn't know how to talk to somebody. Talk to me like I was just anybody. And just anybody I may be. But I'm somebody who is petty, and sometimes I have to play money back yo, and I just looked at my wrist. I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Hey, come on, man. I don't treat people like I don't want to be. Like, I don't treat people bad. I know I don't. When I need some understanding, I didn't go up there cussing. I didn't disrespect her. At least not to her face. Now, I was talking shit when I went back to my family around the corner, and she probably heard it. But after the first comment, all the glove came off. I didn't care about that. At this point, you didn't say what you said. Now I gotta say what I gotta say. We cool. We all right. You said that to me, and then you went and told some lies as if you didn't say what you said. But you and I know the truth. Patrice Mitchell at the Hilton Garden Inn at 12101 Shadow Creek Parkway, Pearland, Texas, 77584. Don't do that. Shout out to Sharon. Shout out to Jasmine S. Shout out to Toshiba. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Once again, yo, Houston was dope. I ain't never been that hot before. I had never been that hot, like all week, all weekend. It was just hot. Step outside, hot. Back moist, hot. My whole family had moist backs. It was 85 degrees inside the building that we was in. Everybody's back in there was moist. That was crazy. On the way back to the airport, you know, I thought I had put the known traveler's number in my profile. So I didn't check to see if it had gotten added back when I checked in for the back leg of the flight. We get up there, we got all our stuff checked in, and next thing you know, we get up to the front of the line. We done walked all through pre-check. We get to the front of the line, and little buddy at the front was like, "Hey, y'all don't got pre-check on y'all stuff." Now, I gave him my global entry card, and he was like, "No, but it's not on your boarding pass. Y'all got to get out of line." All right. Cool. I got to get out of line. Got out of line. My wife couldn't find her known traveler number. I got my card, so I typed mine in. Now here I am. I let her take a kid, and they had to go through Gen Pop. I get back through TSA, get back through pre-check. Boom, boom, boom. Does that make me a bad husband that my wife had to go through Gen Pop, and I went ahead and went back through pre-check? I don't know. I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, we waited for her. We didn't just go to the gate. But then here's where it got bad. At the gate, we get to the gate. We hustling up. We get there. They've already boarded. You know, boarding the people that paid, like the A1s and the A15s. They boarded all of Group A. We get to the front, and I got to check the stroller. My wife I got the two girls with me. Her and the boy gets on the plane with every boarding pass except for mine. Now, I noticed she told the guy at the front desk that was checking the boarding passes that, "Hey, my husband just went over there to check the stroller, but he's coming back, and I don't know if he Ding, 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 all the boarding passes. But when I got back, I had to get back in line. I get back up to the line and he tells me, hey, do you got a boarding pass for these two? I was like, man, my wife just went on there. Like, what are you doing? You didn't scan the boarding passes for these two kids? No, you got to go back and go get boarding passes for these two. I could have lost it. I could have lost it in that moment because now I got to get back out of line. Back out of line. Go back up to these ladies and go get some boarding passes printed off. They was acting like they was getting ready to have to charge me for some new tickets, but I'm like, they ain't even old enough. I got my boarding pass. Just print these shits off. Now I'm sweating all over again. It's already 146 degrees. Holla, Jerry, what's good? It was already 146 degrees at 7 a.m. when we got there, so I'm already sweating, not knowing that my bags was on their way on the wrong plane. And I'm walking down the aisle now. I have on my shirt that says, I sin responsibly. Don't judge me. And as I'm walking down the aisle, holding the baby in one arm, walking the baby in front of me with my carry-on luggage and everything that was in the stroller by myself, everybody's looking at these two little girls like, oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. And I got an attitude. Because I was in the Twilight Zone all over again. Like, I know that I don't understand why I got to keep going back to this front desk. Like, I know that you saw my wife and all those boarding passes. I'm almost willing to guarantee that you scanned them. And then you're going to send me back? All right, then. They was looking like, oh, look at these cute babies. I was like, listen, when you saying irresponsibly, this you end up like me. You gonna end up like me. Because this is nonsense. But I had never had so many Twilight Zone moments all in one weekend. And I blame my brother for one of them. I wasn't even gonna talk about this. But since I got a little bit of time, my brother, he a hater. Because he don't know the boy like I know the boy. Because once you start something with the boy, he don't have no idea on how to turn it off or who not to do it to. And so my brother walked up to him at our little annual banquet and was like, hey, look, you got something on your shirt. My mom used to do that all the time. You got something on your shirt, huh? Right up the middle. Yep, you a hater. You said, wait, what? Yeah, you a hater. And so the boy, my brother does that to the boy. My boy is like, oh, hold on. You got something on your shirt. And he's trying to get my brother back, but my brother ain't gonna fall for it. He ain't falling for it. And so at this point, now the boy gotta get somebody else. And so he goes and he does it to a little kid. Hey, you got something on your shirt. Okay, cool. You out here getting kids? Fine. You out here getting kids? Fine. And here's where it went bad. At some point, you almost feel like you have to know, or a kid would know, like there are certain people that I would not do this to. He finds one of the 5 oldest people in the room. You got something on your shirt. Somebody that he'd never have spoken to before. That I haven't even had a whole lot of dialogue with. and he did that to her. Now this woman is at least in her mid-70s with a cane, and had she bopped him with the cane for doing that to her, I just would have shrugged my shoulders like, hey, you shouldn't have done that, boy. You earned that one. And if he was like, she tried to kill me, well, she didn't have nothing on your shirt, on her shirt. You shouldn't have lied. Like, there's no off button. He had, like, I don't know why, but fam has no governor. When I say no governor, you know, like on cars, you have 140 on the dash, depending on the car, 140, 160. But there's a governor in there that's not going to allow your car to get to 160. He has zero. He does not have a personal governor. I have to be that. The unfortunate part is I'm not always right there. Like when I have to see him in the process or see him thinking about it, and I did not see him thinking about it because I had a baby in my lap. And so, listen, when I saw what I saw, hell no. We need to have a talk about this, because you will never. I did not tell you to keep your damn hands to yourself. Twilight Zone. I know that this ain't happening. That you're gonna find one of the 5 oldest people in this whole room out of 170 people. It's at least 50 kids that you could have, hey, you got something on your shirt. You go find one of the 5 oldest people in that room. Stuff I would have never done. I would have never thought to do that. You lost your mind? Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? And it didn't even stop there, because the older baby girl, she was playing, laying on the ground, and I don't know how she ended up on the ground, but she had fell and just laid there. And there was a little boy who decided it would be a great idea to start crawling. Now, he was at her feet, like he was standing in front of her when she fell. And so he got down on the ground and started climbing on top of her. At least he thought that was gonna happen. And I was like, nope. I grabbed her up with one hand. Hold up. Now, I probably could have snatched her arm out the socket. But what was not going to happen was this little 2-year-old boy who was not going to climb on top of the little 2-year-old girl that I brought with me. Was somebody going to come get this little mannish ass boy? Because this is what, we are not doing this. Haters will say that I overreact. Dads will say that there's no situation in which no little boy is going to be on top of my little girl at all, in no situations. I don't care what type of playing y'all doing. Get up. You get your ass up. I don't even know you. I don't know neither one of them. I don't even know where they came from. Where they got this little mannish ass boy. Get up. Get up. Now, I didn't touch the boy, but I sure enough swooped baby girl from up under him. We are not doing this today. No. And I know that lady and her dude might have been mildly embarrassed, but guess who ain't playing that nonsense? Me. Listen, Kimbo, Kimberly. No, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. That's too close. If it looks like, I don't know what this little boy been watching. Turn off HBO. Y'all can no more Netflix for him. He is not watching the correct things. He is watching Adult Swim, Cinemax. Like, hey, man, I wish I would. I wish I would have. But no, we ain't doing that. I'm that guy. I ain't letting that happen to nobody. Get up. Both of y'all get y'all asses up. I'm a community parent. I tell everybody, get y'all asses up. Every last one of y'all. And who gonna say something to me about telling all these kids to get up? Nobody. Shit. I'm mean. You can call me mean, but guess who ain't getting ready to be humped on? My little girls. No. I don't care who this little Fred Van Vliet looking little boy y'all got coming out here. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that one at all. Now you're gonna have me out here in the Twilight Zone feeling like what? Like this little boy just gonna come get his hump on. Somebody get him. Somebody get him. Well, yeah, look, that's about my time. You know, I wanted to. This has been a weekend. Oh, and before I get out of here, I'm gonna just go ahead and public service announcement. If you live by me, and that's anywhere in DeKalb County, Georgia, and you popping off fireworks past, I give you the 12:08. After 12:08, if you still popping off fireworks and you live by me, I'm calling the police. I'm a hater. I'm gonna call the police on your ass. They popping off fireworks right now. But after 12:08 tomorrow, they just practicing today. Listen, hello, 911, yes, they shooting. Not just, I don't know, you need to come check it out. I'm scared. It sound like guns. I'm snitching. Oh, I'm snitching. I'm that guy. Don't nobody want to hear this shit all day. My dogs don't like fireworks. My kids need to get sleep. Y'all have start up. If you start at 9:06, you will have at least 2.5 hours to pop off fireworks. And if you got 2 hours worth of fireworks to pop off, you need to do something different with your money. I ain't trying to be all up in your pocket, but 2 hours worth of fireworks is a lot. If you don't have for your own house, there need to be a whole show for 2 hours worth of fireworks. You just popping them off all selfishly. I'll call the police. Part of it, I didn't get an invite. Secondly, it's just that's too many. There's only so many things that fireworks do. Even the ones that you actually go to. You go to a fireworks show, it's usually about 30 minutes, maybe. And they be popping out, they pop off the good fireworks. You go to a bad fireworks show where they just got those little poppers and some firecrackers, and it's just loud, some fizzers, and everybody walking around with the little sparkles. I should call the police on them too for wasting folks' times. But, yo, man, listen, y'all have a safe 4th of July if you celebrate. If y'all out here barbecuing and y'all don't allow animals in y'all kitchen, go ahead and shoot me an invite. If I'm close, I'll come by and freeload a plate. Don't even worry about it. But next week, it is 7/10, July 10th. It's my day. We gonna be kicking it, yo. We gonna be kicking it. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. I'm gonna do a show next week. On my birthday. We gonna kick it. If my brother ain't doing nothing, I'm probably gonna have him on too. If he ain't got nothing going on, man, we gonna have a good time, man. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you hadn't already subscribed via iHeartRadio or Spotify, or hit the like button on YouTube Live, go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna start putting up more stuff. I got some time to edit some videos, but the 710 Print Shop has been keeping me super busy. I want to shout out to everybody that You Matter in the City shirts that I made. We want to give a shout out to the Hot Springs class of 98 that had their class reunion the weekend before last. We want to give a shout out to Queen Sharice and her fake accent for patronizing the 710 Print Shop for they little girls trip out to Bali, where they gonna be abducting my wife and leaving me here with all the kids for another again. We want to give a shout out for y'all keeping the 710 print shop busy. But look, this right here, this Shogun Strike Academy shirt, I got some new bowling shirt ideas that's coming out. Yo, we about to get it. But until next time, you good people, y'all be safe out in these streets. Jay Knox, take it easy, brother. I'm out.